is Create Something Pretty. Today's video is going to be all about my 2025 Make 9. Straight in to my 2024, how that went, and then we're going to look at the patterns that I am hoping to make in 2025. And I also have some goals that I am hoping to work towards. So I hope you stick around and enjoy seeing that. Let's just touch on last year's 2024 Make 9. So the 2024 Make 9, it did not go well. I just had a really odd year this year where things, I just did not have the time to sew that I normally do. I don't know really what happened, but it just was not something that was just working. I had a few issues at home, a few issues with the kids. I did have the Sew Autumn Denim Challenge last year in which I made my shorts. I also have, I did a collaboration with Violet May Handmade. I made my beautiful dress, and then we had frock tails, and I feel like that was my year done. Oh, and I did get COVID last year as well for the first time, so I gotta say I wasn't too bad. I actually had a cold before that was actually worse than COVID, so I was pretty lucky. So last year didn't happen. I also had a few issues where I couldn't find buckles for my bag that I wanted to make, so that I just didn't bother with that one. And I can't remember what else happened. I think that was, yeah, it just didn't go to plan. So it's a new year. Let's talk about the 2025 Make 9. So I'm a little bit more excited about this year. This year's goals, I just want to have fun and make the things that I want to make. I do not want to plan as such. I might take part in challenges here and there, but I don't really want to have the planning that I had last year and the challenges. So so let's get into it. Let's go have a look and see what I decided to do. So the first item I'd like to make for this year's 2025 Make 9 is a Cadence top by Love Notions. I made this very, very, very early in my sewing journey, probably around 2013, 14. No, it's really quite early on. The Cadence, this comes with the options to have sleeves. You can have it as a skirt, as a dress, and maybe a dress with a tie. It has all these options with it. This was a remnant that I had that I picked up at Spotlight like a long time ago, and at the time I wasn't sure if I loved it, but I found myself wearing this so much. I just got so much wear out of it, but now it doesn't fit. So I would really like to make another one. I just really like the shape of it. It's a really simple, just nice dressy shirt. It does have quite thick facings on it. That's the back. And it's been a long time since I've made this. I don't know if it's something I've done or if it's the actual pattern. But yeah, it has all these facings in it. So it looks like nice, simple, fairly easy to make sort of top. So I think that would be a really good simple top to start the year off. The only thing I'm worried about with this pattern is putting together the PDF, because I have a feeling I may need to print it out again and re-stick it together again. Yeah, I find that Love Notions A4 PDFs, the lines don't always join up, so I'm a little bit worried. Hopefully it'll come together. If I can't, if it's too much effort, I'll just make something else. So yeah, I would really like to get that made because I have been thinking about it for a long time. So that is my first one for my 2025 Make 9. This is the Cadence top by Love Notion. It's actually the Cadence top and dress by Love Notion. So that's the first one of my 2025 Make 9. So the next item on my 2025 Make 9 is this top. And this is by Itch to Stitch, and this is the Kosice. I don't know how to say it. This top by Itch to Stitch is also a dress with a little tie. It has this button up front, and then this little sort of V sort of styles. It's a slight V, very gentle, I'd say. Sort of neckline, and then it has the option of puffy sleeves, or you can make this as a flutter. And I just want to make this top. There is actually elastic at the top of these sleeves. And it's sort of, I just like how there's a little bit more coverage because the back isn't as low as what it is in a lot of tops with those elastic sort of sleeves. So I have been wanting to make this top for so long now. It has been in the back of my mind for ages, and then I don't make it, and the weather gets cold, and it just it just hasn't come around. So I really wanted to make it. So I put it on my Make 9 this year, and hopefully I'll get a chance to make it. So hopefully I got some pictures that I can put in so you can get a better look at that top and the different options with the sleeve as well. I just think it's really, really pretty, and it's really, really me as well. So that's a Kosice top. Kosice. I have no idea how to pronounce that. It's by Itch to Stitch. So the third pattern on my 2025 Make 9 that I have chosen is something that I want to repeat, and I have made it before, and it is a blouse behind me, and this has been one of my favorite blouses that I have made in a long time. This is my copy of the pattern. This is the Nepheline blouse by Vivian Shao, and there's a few of my alterations I've written on there because I have used it. This is the view that I made with a ruffle around the neck. It has the buttons on the front and then pin tucks at the sleeves, and then it's brought in, I believe it's with the elastic. Now I want to make this again because you can see mine behind me is quite busy. I want to make one, I want to go with this view next time, just do the simple neck, and I want to make this in like more of a plain, sort of like a linen-y looking fabric, or maybe a linen viscose or something with that texture, just something that will show off the details. So I would really like to go back and make another one. I actually had a couple of blouses that I wanted to do that with this year, but I couldn't fit them all on the grid, so that was something that I had a lot of trouble with. So I wanted to do this one and the Anthea blouse as well, and there was the Protea as well. I wanted to put them all on there, but it's just not enough space. I want to revisit all those patterns. So this one made it because obviously I really like it. So that's a Nepheline blouse by Vivian Shao, and I'm really looking forward to giving this one another go. So the fourth item on my 2025 Make 9 is one that I actually had on last year's Make 9. This is the Palmer woven dress by Style Arc. So I've been wanting to make a shirt dress for so long now, and this is just a very simple, straight up and down, you can still see it here, shirt dress. I've wanted one for so long, and I think they look so good on everyone. This one in particular has the sort of wider sleeves, and I think that relaxed look, I just really like how that looks. And then it has the collar as well, which is, I think it just makes it look that little bit smarter, a little bit more elevated. And then the big side splits, and you can see, where's the picture at the back here, it's a square hem, and this side is a sort of got a curve at the side, and of course it comes with the belt. So this year I have been concentrating on making like a lot of shirts, so I feel like I would be a lot more confident to make a Style Arc shirt, and so the collar has always been something that has worried me. So it also has a little tucked up sleeve as well. I didn't mention that before, but yeah, I wanted to make this. I really do want to make a shirt dress. I don't mind that it's not this one, but this is right up there with the ones that I want to make. So the Style Arc Palmer is my, the fourth one on my 2025 Make 9. The fifth item on my 2025 Make 9 is one thing that I had been working on last year, and I decided to bring it into this year because I want to finish it because I'm quite enjoying it. It is this pattern. This is the Easy Eyelet sweater by Knititude, and I started this last year. I was going to make her other pattern, which is the even easier eyelet yoke sweater. That was on my last year's Make 9, but I decided to do this one instead because it's on a lighter weight yarn, and I think that is something more that I would wear. So I did choose to make it in, I can't remember what this is. I think it's homespun yarn. I'll put the name in because I can't remember what it is. I think it's Line Brand. It is acrylic. It's not a wool or anything like that. So I thought, while I'm learning, I don't want to spend too much money on all the different yarns. I haven't had a lot of success yet. So yeah, hopefully this is the one. So you can see this is the bit that goes, if you're not a knitter, this goes at the neck. This is like the yoke where your neck comes through. There's a hole there. And then this goes across your shoulders and the bust area, and then you divide it up. I don't know if you can see this. You divide this bit up here, and then that divides into two sleeves and the front and the back. So that's the part that I'm currently up to. So I was working away so nicely on this last year, and I got to the bit where I have to divide it up into the front and back and two sleeves, and in the instructions it actually tells you this is what we're going to do next, and I had never seen a knitted pattern say that. I assumed that they meant do this next. So I have divided mine up, but I've divided it up from the wrong part and I haven't added the stitches. So I need to go back and redivide all these stitches back up and figure out what I've done before I can go forward with it. So once I've got that done, it shouldn't be too hard to divide up because it's all just these plain stocking stitches, quite simple, and that should be so relaxing and great to knit when I'm tired. So that's usually when I do my knitting, is when I'm quite tired and I just don't really feel like sewing or anything. So yeah, this is I'm quite looking forward to it. I just need to find the time at the moment to sit down and figure out what I've done. So time has not been something that I've had lately, so that will be another time, but hopefully I can get this done before the end of this year. This is the first year, well, last year was the first year that I had not finished a knitted item, so yeah, that was a bit sad. So that is my 5th item on my Make 9 2025. My 6th item on my Make 9 2025 is a vintage pattern, and it is this one. This is the Butterick 6860, and I have already made this once before, quite earlier on. I think it's around 2019, might have been, it was before COVID, when we extended our house, because I knew we'd moved out and I was making it at where we were staying. So I have made this for you, and I actually think I might do this one again, though I'm tossing up whether I want to do this one. This is just all plain panels. Well, this one has the panels, a flat front, and just button up, whereas this one has pleats. So I don't want the pleats, I just want it to be plain like this one. I just shortened mine. I just took the end off it, so it'd be above my knee or at my knee. I can't remember exactly now, but I do actually have that dress with me, that skirt with me. Doesn't fit me anymore, and I'm very, very proud of this one. At the time, my skills, I was still working on my sewing skills, so it's not, I'm sure I could do better now, but I'm actually quite proud of what I managed to do with the knowledge that I had. So this is the skirt that I made, and it's out of a rayon from Spotlight. And I just picked out some buttons. I do like picking out the buttons to put on my items. And it has this beautiful hem. This is the bit that makes me want to come back and do it. These are, I don't know if it's called godays, I'm not sure, but like one curves out and the other one curves in, and it makes this beautiful sort of, I don't know, I don't know if you can see it. It sort of has this swishy effect, and I didn't realize that what was happening when I was making it at the time. But when you put it on, it is so beautiful to wear. It's all swishy and it's just really, really nice. So I really want to go back and make it again, and I did go and source a second pattern to be able to do that. I do trace my patterns when I'm using the Butterick or the Big 4 patterns, especially a vintage one. But I needed a bigger size this time, so I did have to actually add to this my previous skirt, yeah, just to make it fit me. I had to mess around with it quite a bit, and I added a lining, I did all these different things. I'm so proud of myself that I figured out how to do that with the skills that I had at the time. But I do have fabric for this one as well, and I've had it for some time. So I've got this beautiful navy rayon, just so that's a very timeless sort of everyday, so just a timeless really is what I'm going for. So I think that'll be a really nice skirt. I do have quite a bit of this, so once I've made this, then I know what I have left to make something else, because I actually quite like this fabric. So yeah, so that is I think it's my 6th of my 2025 Make 9. So the next 3 on my Make 9 are items that I debated quite a bit. I put items on, I took items off, and it was just so hard to decide. I did have, excuse me while I grab this, I did have these 2 patterns I really wanted to make, but there's just not enough squares. There's just not enough squares. I'd love to make both of these. Doesn't mean that I won't make them. I may do, but I decided to put on something practical and simple and something that suited the weather at the moment. And I have talked about this one quite a bit lately, and this is the Sauvie dress by Sew House 7, and you can see it has all of these options. This is like a long dress with the side splits, and then you got a shorter, more like a slip dress, and then you got, it's very similar sort of thing, but with gathering at the waist, And then this one has a nice little ruffle at the bottom, and I want to make this one because this is really, really girly. And I did have some fabric recently that I was talking about using to make this, and I haven't grabbed it at all. I am debating. I may actually use it for another dress that one of my viewers suggested. I'm actually really thinking about doing that. But this is definitely an option. So I would really like to get this made and make sure it fits so that I can make it over and over again, because this would be a great pattern for our summers because it gets really hot. Today is actually 31 degrees and it's so, like, the air, the breeze is warm. It's not the sun, it's the breeze that's warm. It's quite overcast, but it's not a fun heat. I'm gonna say it's not fun at all. So all my blinds are drawn and I'm using lights in here just so you can see me. So that is my, what are we up to, 6, 7. This is my 7th item on my Make 9 2025 that I would like to make. Hopefully I've put in a whole heap of pretty pictures of the dresses that you can make using this pattern. There's so many options. Once I've got this drafted up to fit my shape, and there's no sleeves to worry about, which makes life a whole lot easier, I will have so many options to make other dresses as well. So I really want to get this one up and going. So what's that? That's what are we up to? Seventh item on my 2025 Make 9. Item on my 2025 Make 9 is this one, and this is Simplicity 9702. Yes, I debated so much about which one to put on, but I think this is going to be a really good, so swishy, one of those dresses you can just throw on and you feel comfortable and go anywhere. You don't have to worry about how much you're eating. I think it'll be a really good dress for that. So I actually think I want to make the one she's wearing. I'll have to buy extra fabric for this because this is it's got a lot of, takes a lot of fabric. I think it's around about 4 meters, 3.7 actually it says, I think. Yeah, 3.7. I might have something. I'll have to have a look. So yeah, I like the one she's wearing. So it has those lovely little puffy sleeves and this V-neck. If that's too low, you can always pin it up, bring it up. That's not a problem at all. It has 3 tiers, I believe. There's one's a high one here, and this one, and then another one there. And I like the little this little bit on the sleeve. There's a little ruffle here on the sleeve. I think that's really pretty. I love me a V-neck as well. I don't know if this one has a zip. I don't think it does. No, elastic, bias tape. There's no zip or anything. Yeah, so this was quite a popular pattern. It's when you look in your spotlight search at the moment, it's always up there with the most popular. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to giving that one a go. There's different lengths as well that I could try if I decided I wanted to do that. So that is my, what are we up to? My 8th pattern of my 2025 Make 9. And the last item that I have chosen for my 2025 Make 9 is another dress. And it is a pattern that I've been wanting to make for such a long time. I actually originally wanted to make the top version. And this is it. This is the Tilly and the Buttons Mabel. And it has this beautiful, it's a peasant style dress as you can tell. And it has the elastic and the slight ruffle along the front here, and this tie, elastic over the shoulders, and then there's this short sleeve or a long sleeve. And this is the top version or dress version. And I just think it is so pretty. Everyone who makes it, it just looks so pretty on them. The only thing I think that people might put you off it is how low the back is. It's quite similar to the front. I'll try and put some pictures in so that you can see, and then you can decide if it's something that you like. But I think I would wear that. It does appear to have smocking. This is the only thing putting me off because I haven't done that yet. There's smocking on the waist and on the sleeves. So maybe that's a new skill that I'll have to learn this year. It is just such a pretty top. I just think that is just so me. I would love that. So yeah, that is the last item on my 2025 Make 9. Make sure I said that year right. I would really love to have that. So it was so hard to choose. So that is what I've chosen for my 2025 Make 9. I hope you enjoyed seeing that. I do have some goals that I have for this year, and I'll try and be quite brief because this is getting long. So this year I have some things I've been wanting to try for quite some time, and I thought if I put them with my Make 9 I might remember to do them. So one thing I want to try is vegetable dyeing, so dyeing fabric with natural vegetable dyes, like using, so I've got some avocado seeds that I've put aside and you boil them up and make a dye. Now I haven't done this yet, so I don't exactly know what I'm talking about. So that's something that I would really like to try. I also would like to revisit soap making. I think it's called cold press soap making. I had a go of, like, I did a course on how to do it, but this was back when we extended our house, when we were just starting the extension back in 2019, 2018. I can't remember exactly when it was. And we had a lot on, and I don't know how much I actually took in what they were saying. So that is another thing that I would really like to revisit and have a go at. And I just wasn't confident enough to actually do it myself at home, because it does involve caustic soda and some things that are really quite dangerous. So yeah, I would really love to have a go at doing that. And the other thing that I have been thinking about quite a bit lately is making up my own bodice block. You might have noticed, if you've been watching me for a while, you'll notice I adjust all my patterns all the time, and it gets old. I gotta say, I'm just thinking, I'm adjusting all these patterns that are set for a different shaped body. Why don't I do my bodice block and work out what my body shape actually is, and then I can make patterns from that. So that would be just good to know. It might actually help me make adjustments, but then I can also make garments from my own bodice block. And I've been sewing a long time. There's a lot of things that I don't find difficult. So there's a lot of things I do find difficult, but it would be a really good knowledge to have. So these are some things I have been thinking about. Yes, that sounds really good. So if next year is favourable, hopefully I'll get to try these things as well. So I really hope you enjoyed seeing my Make 9. Maybe there's some things here that you quite liked and might like to make. I'm hoping to see if you guys make your Make 9s. I love looking at them on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, I'd love it if you'd give me a thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, please subscribe, and don't forget to hit the bell icon if you want to know when my next video is out, because that will let you know when something's out that you want to see. Much for watching. I hope you have a lovely week and lots of sewing time. I'll see you here again next week. Bye.